One of the biggest reasons why I said it has to be tough to be a coach is because, like I said, you have to connect with everyone. And what I'm seeing with this Jets team is Robert Saleh finds himself in a very tough situation. A situation that I don't know. I know what I would do, but obviously I'm quarterback. I'm a couch coach. I understand the very tough situation and very tough predicament that the Jets are in right now. I talked about this last episode and episode 1. You put all your apples in that Aaron Rodgers basket. For the basket to completely fall apart 4 plays in the season. And you have this player in Zach Wilson that we all saw you and the organization give up on last year. I don't know. I am old enough to remember that they had Mike White shirts. The team had Mike White shirts, who was the backup quarterback for Zach Wilson last year. They had Mike White shirts with Zach Wilson healthy on the team. You guys gave up on this player. And as much as I know you gave up on this player, Zach Wilson knows you gave up on him. So you put all your eggs in the Aaron Rodgers basket. The basket completely falls apart. 4 plays in, tears his Achilles, out for the season. So now you have to turn back to Zach Wilson, I'm sorry. And the reason why I say it has to be hard being a coach is because you have to make a decision. Do you save one player or do you save a locker room? Now, I understand if it's, like a wide receiver or something, like, all right, cool. Like, you can go. But this is the quarterback of your team. I saw that they just brought Trevor Siemian in. Let's not mince words here. Zach Wilson has been terrible as a NFL player. You know how, and we'll talk about Justin Fields in a second. You know how I said that Justin Fields has had flashes of greatness? Zach Wilson has not. Zach Wilson has been terrible. In fact, shouts out to First Take and shouts out to Stephen A. Smith. Zach Wilson has comparable numbers to Russell Wilson. Not Russell Wilson. Why do I keep saying Russell Wilson? Zach Wilson has numbers comparable to Jamarcus Russell, the person that everyone universally, when we talk about NFL bust, his name is probably on the Mount Rushmore of that. And Zach Wilson has numbers comparable to Jamarcus Russell. Zach Wilson is not a good quarterback. He has not proven to be not just a backup quarterback, but a NFL quarterback. I don't like calling for people's jobs. I don't like saying people should be fired or cut or whatever. But what I'm saying is Zach Wilson has not shown the ability to be an NFL quarterback. He's been god awful. And I understand the sentiment of you don't want to, you don't really have much. Think about it. One of the biggest reasons why the Jets are in such a bad situation is because you're not bringing in a running back. You're not bringing in a Dalvin Cook 3 weeks into the season. It's tough because you're looking to bring in a quarterback, and the quarterback is the most important position on the field. So now you're bringing in a new quarterback that is going to have to learn a new system 3 weeks in to the season, not 3 weeks into 3 weeks into the season. That is damn near impossible. In fact, we've seen several times where that has not worked. So I understand the situation that it's tough. You're hearing names like Matt Ryan, like Carson Wentz, like Cam Newton. Like you're hearing these are obviously quarterbacks that don't have a job right now. Or let me say, isn't on an NFL team. But when I say it has to be tough for Robert Saleh, because there's almost every report that comes out of the Jets locker room or comes out of the Jets organization is there's such a disconnect between Zach Wilson and the team, because they understand. Everyone that watches this Jets team and that sees this Jets team understands that this team is much better than what they're producing on the field. And that is because of the quarterback. You have the reigning offensive rookie of the year. You have a guy in Breece Hall who would have won the offensive rookie of the year if he didn't get hurt last year. You have the reigning defensive rookie of the year in Sauce Gardner. You have Quentin Williams. You have CJ Mosley. You have so many good players. But it doesn't matter because you have Zach Wilson. So I understand, Robert Saleh and his we're going to stick by Zach Wilson or Zach will. I will say this. The line that Robert Saleh continues to say, and he's absolutely right about right now, is Zach Wilson gives us the best shot of winning. He is absolutely correct about that. Because Zach Wilson is the only quarterback on this roster that can play out, i.e., Aaron Rodgers. He's the only quarterback on this roster that has been here throughout the offseason. So he's the best quarterback. He's the only quarterback that knows the schemes, the plays, the cadence. He's the only one that knows that can play right now. So as currently constructed, yes, he is the best. He gives them the best chance of winning. But on the other hand, he's also the main reason why you're losing. You can't point to anything else but Zach Wilson. And while I understand it's tough, like what do you turn to? Trevor Siemian ain't it either. But it just feels like this is such a young roster. And one thing that we know about young rosters and youth is that they're very fragile. And what I mean by that is it's very easy to divide a young locker room. And this Jets team is a young locker room that I know it's tough. Going into the season, did not expect to be this bad. And they're not this bad because of the entire team. They're this bad because their most important position is terrible, and that is the quarterback position. It's tough. I don't know. I understand you want to go get a new quarterback, but again, it's going to be tough, especially 3 weeks in, to learn a whole new system. I heard, maybe you should go get Kirk Cousins. Well, do you know how tough it is that Kirk Cousins is now going to have to forget everything that he knows with the Vikings and learn the Jets? It's tough. It's tough. The Jets are in a lose-lose situation right now. Oh, bro, it's tough. Oh, man, you stayed to the end of the video. I appreciate you. If you like what you saw, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you'll never miss any content from your boy. You can also go back and watch past episodes, past clips, and don't forget that the Unpopular Podcast, new episodes drop every Wednesday and Saturday. Appreciate you.